Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you don't know who I am, hi, I'm Janiece. I know I look a bit different, my hair, but anyways, I will be sharing more details about this hair later on in the video. For now, it's time to talk about relationships. Let me just give a quick disclaimer. I'm not a relationship expert. I've not been in like a lot of relationships. Okay, I've basically just been in one long-term relationship. However, when it comes to toxic relationships, I don't just mean romantic relationships. I mean toxic friendships, toxic relationships with family members, with teachers, with whatever. Okay, I have definitely had my share of toxic relationships. I wasn't always the victim. I feel like that's the first step. You need to accept your role in the toxicity of the relationship, because sometimes you can both be very toxic for each other. You need to accept, okay, maybe I was a little bit toxic too. We are going to be talking about, in my opinion, these are all my 2 cents. You don't have to listen to anything I'm saying. My opinion, 10 signs you're in a toxic relationship. The first one I'm going to say is you can't communicate without arguing. This is definitely a red flag. I feel like everyone argues. When it comes to a point where you can't have a simple conversation, you can't have a simple disagreement, you can't make opposing decisions without it leading onto a full-blown argument, it's probably getting toxic at that point. My second point would be when you have to hide things. I mean, hiding, for example, you went out with your girls and you have to hide it because he's going to be upset that you went to spend time with your girls, or you're scared to go out here, or you're scared to go out there, or you go to this party and nobody can take snaps of you because he's going to get pissed. That's a bit toxic, because you should be able to have your own life. I don't mean go and cheat. Cheating is a different thing. I mean seemingly harmless things, but in your relationship you have to hide it. It's probably toxic. That person doesn't control you. You're in a partnership. It's supposed to be 100-100. You're not supposed to be being controlled or being manipulated. So if you have to constantly hide a lot of things from your partner, babe, check yourself. check that relationship. Check your person as well, because something isn't right. What business do I have come and sit on YouTube telling you guys about toxic relationships? Like, I don't know. This is really just my 2 cents. I say it again, this is my 2 cents. Okay, I've met a lot of toxic people. I've been in toxic friendships, a lot of toxic friendships. Oh my gosh, I was in this toxic friendship where I literally had to hide being friends with other people. Why? You're not my girlfriend, you're not my boyfriend. Why can't I be friends with other people? Like, this person, right? I was friends with this person and this person would literally go ballistic, like would go mad, would act out if I'm hanging out with this other person. And it's just like, you don't control me. Why? Let's move on. I feel like I'll be putting in little story times here and there. My third point, right, would be you don't have a say. This is really, if you know me, I'm very vocal. I'm very, this is what I want. I'm not saying it's my way or the highway. No, that shouldn't be it. You should be able to communicate. What I'm saying is you shouldn't let your partner intimidate you into doing things you do not want to do. If you don't have a say in your relationship, if it's always we are doing this and end of discussion, or my way, nothing else goes, something is wrong. Because as I said before, it's a partnership. Whether a friendship or a romantic relationship, it's still a partnership. 2 people are involved, which means 2 people should have a say on decisions you make regarding that relationship. My fourth point would be when they don't support you. Listen, we are all struggling in this life. We are all trying to make it somehow. We're all trying to go down our path, and nothing sucks more than when the people around you don't give you the support you desperately need. Let me say that again. The people around you should be your biggest cheerleaders, your biggest supporters. If strangers and people from outside are supporting you more than your inner circle, please look at your inner circle again, because something ain't right. Listen, they were the ones there with you when you were struggling, when you were talking about your dreams. So as those dreams are becoming reality, they should be jumping up and down for you the same way you should be jumping up and down for them, you know. So when the people around you, or when the person in the relationship with you isn't your biggest supporter, or isn't even supporting you at all, something isn't right. Except maybe, for example, you're doing something harmful, or you're doing something to hurt yourself, then of course they shouldn't support you because they care about you and love you. But as long as this is something that is, you know, progressive to your life, it's adding to your life, it's something you've always wanted to do, expect nothing less than the ultimate support. My fifth point would be, when your mood revolves around how they treat you. Of course, if you have an argument with someone you're in a relationship with your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your best friend, whatever, your mood is going to shift. But if it gets to an extent that you can't do anything, like this person literally makes you upset every day, so every day you're lying in bed crying, you're crying the entire month, you're crying the entire week, you're not being productive, you're not doing your schoolwork, you're not going to work because this person is hurting your feelings, it is toxic. It's you, it's your life, and all the people you're in relationships with just come and add to that. At the end of the day, it's still you standing with your life. So you cannot let the way people make you feel affect your productivity, affect your mood. I know it's easier said than done, but listen, you have to get out of it. I remember this this fateful period of my life in SHS where I had so much drama going. Oh god, when I think about it, I want to punch the wall. I would literally physically fall sick because of how much emotionally drained I was. Like, I would fall sick physically. Like, yeah, so when I lost all that weight, it was all part of it. Like, I was so emotionally drained. People around me were stressing me and causing problems. If someone is constantly making you feel like that, even if like one day the person shows that they care about you, but then the next 5 days they're making you feel like shit, it's toxic. Okay, you cannot be sacrificing 5 days of sadness and, you know, despair for 1 day of happiness. It doesn't match, it doesn't balance out. Okay, I've reached my halfway threshold. I've said my first 5, it's just my last 5, but before we continue, I want to quickly talk to you guys about the details of this hair, and I'm going to insert a clip of how I installed it, how it looked like straight out of the box, and you know how I achieved this look. So let's get into that. This is the packaging, what the hair came in. It's super cute. Once you open it up, this is just what it looks like. This is what the hair looks like straight out of the box. It's giving like really big afro vibes, and you know, I realized that the more you pick, the bigger it gets. So you can really manipulate this any way you want. You can add water, make it shrink a bit, or you can just keep picking, make it bigger. And see, this looks realistic. Like, this looks like it could be somebody's hair. Am I tripping? Like, for me, obviously, okay, well, y'all know this is how my hair looks. I don't have this hair texture, even though it's really so pretty, but I do feel like it could be very realistic. You could throw this wig on, no stress. No, you don't need to glue the lace. It's literally so easy. You don't need to glue anything, you don't need to cut anything. You just put it on. And let me just quickly show you guys. There's a band behind, I don't know if you all can see, but it kind of just secures it on your head, so it's not going anywhere. Let me quickly tell you guys the details of this hair. First of all, that is kind of the reference picture, what I was trying to achieve. I don't know if I did, but I still think it's cute. And this is the fluffy afro curl wig with a natural fringe, as y'all can see, and it's in 12 inches. Okay, now that we've seen the big afro look, which can even, you know, get bigger and bigger depending on what you want, we're going to try a wet look and see how it turns out. I don't know, I'm not sure how it's going to turn out, but I'm going to go to the bathroom, spray some water on this, and we're going to see. I'm back. I just have to say, it took a lot of water, a lot of moves to even get to this point. You know, you can kind of see the curl pattern. The curls are more defined, and I like this look as well. I like it very much. I'm just going to put a little bit more mousse on the top. I love the bangs in front. I really love that look. I've always wanted to cut my natural hair to give myself bangs, but my hair is so light and curly that I don't think it would look good. Let me just show you guys the curl pattern. It has really pretty curls. Like, look at this. These curls are literally so pretty, and if you actually took your time and did that like in small sections, you definitely get a way curlier look. Because you see, so bouncy and so pretty. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it like this for now because I like how the curls have just kind of formed at the front. I haven't really done the back, but if I did, the whole thing is kind of just going to, you know, fall nicely in place with the little tiny curls. It's so cute. It's nice to change up the look and go to the more Afro side. And yeah, this is kind of going to be my final look for today. I hope you guys like it. Don't forget that this hair is from Love Me Hair, or Love Me, I don't know how that is pronounced, but all the information will be in the description box below. So if you want to check it out, if you're interested in getting it, definitely, you know, go click on that link. Let's move on to, you know, all the toxic relationships. My sixth point is going to be codependence. Now, this is a tricky one because if you're in a partnership, you guys obviously do a lot of things together, make a lot of decisions together, and you kind of rely on each other. You are still two independent parties that come together to form a relationship. Gosh, I really should be like a relationship coach. I'm so wise. You both have life paths to follow. God forbid anything happens and that relationship or that friendship ends. What then? Is your codependency going to put you in the point where you are stuck, you can't move forward because everything you did literally revolved around that person or relied on that person? Number 7 is going to be gaslighting. Okay, now when you're in a relationship or a friendship, or even with a family, a relationship with a family member, whatever, and you have an issue or you notice a few things you're not happy about, and you get the confidence, you're bold enough to go to that person and tell them, look, I'm not happy about this, blah blah, and that person goes ahead to gaslight you or make you feel insecure about it, or make you doubt your reasons, make you feel like maybe you are the problem. For example, maybe that person is behaving fishy and I kind of feel like that person is cheating, and I bring it up and that person is like, yeah, you are just, you know, you just have insecurities, you're very insecure, you know, yeah, portraying your insecurities onto a relationship, and it just makes you feel like, oh yeah, that's true, maybe I shouldn't be so insecure, maybe I should trust my partner more, maybe I should be more trustworthy. Sis or brother, whoever is watching this video, listen, if you have a gut feeling, trust yourself. You may be wrong, I'm not saying you're always right, but don't make someone make you feel insecure or make you doubt how you are feeling, because your feelings should be validated, your emotions should be validated. No one can tell you what to feel and what not to feel. No one can tell you feeling this way is bad or feeling this way is wrong. You have to figure it out for yourself. So if you're feeling a type of way and you go and talk to that person about it, if that person truly cares about you, the person should be able to sit down and you guys will address the situation. It shouldn't be, you know, why are you always bringing problems? Why are you always this? Like, it shouldn't be like that. My 8th point is going to be when the relationship or when the friendship is one-sided. When you realize you're literally the only one making an effort, it's toxic. Okay, relationships should be 100 not 50-50, 100. If you're the only one making plans, putting in effort to go see that person, you know, calling them, texting them, checking on them, do they really care about you at that point? It's like you are literally the glue of the relationship. If you stop all of that, it'll probably all crumble to the ground. You need to feel loved, accepted, appreciated as much as you give that out as well. If you are giving all that energy out and you're not getting it back, there's no balance in your life. You can't be giving out all your love and not feeling loved in return. It has to be a balance. My 9th point is going to be disrespect. The last thing someone that claims they care about you should do is disrespect you. Nobody you claim you're in a healthy relationship with or a healthy friendship with should disrespect you. Claim they care about you, but they are disrespecting you, whether in front of your face or behind your back. You've set clear boundaries. If we are friends, listen, you can't disrespect me, you can't go gossiping about me. So if they know these are your set boundaries, they are not unrealistic boundaries, they're very, very realistic, and they still break them or they still disrespect you like that, they are not your friend. Maybe they just like your company, but they are not your true friend. And if it keeps going on and on again, it is toxic. Get out of it, please. My final and 10th one is going to be the most obvious one. I left it for the last. It's going to be abuse. I'm talking about physical abuse, emotional abuse, whatever abuse it is. Listen, I don't even have to stress about it. I shouldn't even have to explain this. If someone is physically abusing you, get out of it. It's not even toxic, it's bent, it's poisonous. You can't keep being in a relationship with that person. Maybe the person isn't physically abusing you, so you don't realize it. Maybe the person is emotionally abusing you. If someone is constantly yelling at you, constantly telling you things to defame your character, constantly, you know, insulting you, throwing insults, throwing shots at you, telling you things to make you feel belittled, or telling you things to make you feel bad about yourself or have insecurities, that's emotional abuse, and you can't stand by, because that's toxic. Because at the end of the day, your personality and character is going to be affected by the people around you. If you have bad energy around you, trust me, that's the energy you're also going to, you know, bring out. If you have people that constantly bring you down, you're constantly going to feel like you are little, you're never going to feel good about yourself, you're never going to feel confident. If you have people that uplift you, constantly motivate you, that is how you're going to be feeling. So if you realize you're always in a state of depression, you're always feeling upset, or you're always feeling, you know, like something is wrong, it may not always be you, it could be the people around you, it could be the circle you hang out with. So check it, because there may be so many toxic people around you, so much toxic energy around you, and it's just not healthy. Listen, this life is just one, okay? You do not have an abundance of life to be spending it with toxic people, to be spending it dealing with the toxicity and the poison of certain people. Get out, just go, leave it, drop it and leave. Honestly, I feel like I've outdone myself. Like, I've given you guys all the information you need. I'm proud of myself. Tap on the shoulder, because, you know, relationship coach Jaja, give it to you out straight. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's definitely something new. I wouldn't say I do a lot of videos like this. If it's something you're interested in, let me know. I mean, I don't always have opinions on things, but this is something I definitely had an opinion about, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys are able to take something, and if you're watching and any of these points hit home for you, definitely evaluate your situation, see if it's toxic, see if you need to get out of it. And yeah, trust me, it may be hard, but you're going to thank yourself. And with that being said, that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Leave a comment down below as well if you have any more points that I didn't mention. If you want to help educate some people, leave everything in the comment section below. I personally love reading your comments. And yeah, as always guys, I'll be back with more videos. Peace.